low, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go.
Even when there's no hope, you still can go. Welcome to the Fired Up Network. Welcome to Maple Leafs Forever. Welcome to Maple Leafs Forever. Leafs Talk with the grizzled young veteran Marty Roberts. Still the only player to win a championship in professional hockey. Taylor Woods. As you could read the scroll, Game 3, we had a couple of days off. Game 3 happened tonight between the Leafs and Florida. And Florida beats the Maple Leafs in overtime 3-2. Now, as I predicted, the only one on this panel, Justin Hall will be back. It wasn't Justin Hall's fault, but when Florida scored the goal, the shift before, Justin Hall was on the ice. Justin Hall should never be on the ice in overtime. Secondly, and I'm going to say this, I don't give a shit that the Maple Leafs won the first round. I don't give a shit that they won the first round in 19 years. When you play Florida, freaking Florida, and you go down 3-0 in the second round, everybody should be effing fired. Sheldon Keefe, gone. History tomorrow. I would put whoever I don't even know who the assistant coaches are on the Maple Leafs. Even the Greeks should be coaching them. By the way, Greek, hopefully you had a great practice for tomorrow. You're gonna rip whoever you're playing's ass. All right, and if you're not, I'll call Brendan Shanahan. You should be the new coach of the Maple Leafs. Marty Roberts. I'm a little bit excited here.
You're turning green, Joseph. That's how mad you're getting, like the Incredible Hulk.
But tell me, Marty, am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
You're not even a Maple Leaf fan. Or am I wrong?
Here it is. Like, they're down 2-0 and they come out like they did today. Overtime, I don't even know what the hell that was. I really don't. How many icings did they have in the overtime in that short time frame?
Yeah,
three icings.
Three.
Brody lets Reinhart get away from him so he could take that. It was just an ugly game. And Matthews, Marner, Tavares, Nylander, were they on the ice tonight?
When they won their score, it was the third line: Kerfoot, Kemp, and Lafferty. Lafferty played a good game. All right. Yep. Lafferty, Greek will come in now. He's in the bullpen. I see him now. He's just coming in now, so I'll put him in there. But where is Matthews? Where is Marner? If it wasn't for the fourth line tonight, Taylor, the Maple Leafs would lose, not even in overtime. The fourth line saved them to get to. And by the way, I got to give it to Marty and Billy here. Samsonov got injured. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise, because who's the goalie who comes in and saves the day, gets them to overtime? Yes, I like his first name. What's his name, Taylor?
Wall.
Yes, Joseph Wall, not Justin Wall. Joseph Wall. All right, Taylor, what did you think? We got the Greek on there, and Greek, I'm not letting you swear. So go ahead, Taylor.
Yeah, no, it was just a fairly boring game. Like, it was. Florida knows how to play their style. Like, they're rugged. They'll get things done. They're patient with their attack. But yeah, you know what? The core four. Matthews didn't get a shot on until like 14 minutes left in the third period. The last 5 minutes in the third period was probably the playoff hockey, but they can only do it for 3 minutes. So it's more just, I don't know, just creating more energy, right? If you're rolling maybe 1, 2, 3 lines, okay, you're just going 1, 2, 3. Energy has to be given throughout that each. And yeah, you're talking about coaching changes or management changes. Yeah, like, you sort of have to look now. Like, yes, you know what, you have to hold the players accountable, but what could the coaching staff do better? What can management sort of now change? And we're talking about this series is now, quote unquote, over. It's 3-0, but even past this, if they make it past, win a couple more games, there's gonna definitely have to be some changes.
All right, before the Greek comes in here, I know what the Greek's gonna say, but I gotta say this, Marty. The play before, Ryan O'Reilly he wanted to honor Justin Hall. He wanted to honor Justin Hall. He gives the puck away, and all right, Greek, go ahead, give me your thoughts here. By the way, Greek is we. I thought when he did the special, he had Marty Roberts on doing his special. Marty picked the Leafs 3-2, I believe it was. I was thinking, okay, even though I saw it a couple days ago, but I think it was okay. But it wasn't Game 6. It wasn't Game 6.
Nice to be on. How you doing, Taylor?
Good. How about you?
Good. What's going on, Marty? How are you, buddy?
Can't be better.
Nice to see you, Joe. So here's the first thought. It's like
That's how I'm doing.
I said, "What's going on, Joe? What do you want? When you want to blow your kiss?" So as I'm sitting here and I'm watching the outcome, obviously, it's like I feel like I've been married for 40 years, right? And I just looked at the TV. And I'm just sick. I want a divorce. Like honestly, guys, I've spent a lot of my life, despite my boyish good looks and my trim physique, I spent a lot of my life sitting on the couch watching sports, right? More time than the average human being. And it just occurred to me as I'm sitting down, for what? Why have I wasted 40 years watching these jerk-offs, right, that make millions of dollars? Why do I even give a rat's ass? It's not like I'm going to be on ESPN. It's not like Shanahan's ever going to call me tomorrow, or Shatkins is going to say, "Oh, that guy's really smart. Let me bring him on. I'll let him scout in medicine." What the hell am I doing here, man? What a disgrace! What a disgrace! And here's what I'll tell you. And kudos to Florida on this respect. Whatever Paul Maurice is doing in that room, right, to those guys. They've bought in 105%. That team comes into the playoffs with the most penalties per game of any club in hockey. And guess how many penalties they drew today? The Leafs, 0. So that tells you Maurice said, listen, we keep these guys out of the box. We stay out of the box. We're going to beat this hockey club. That's the only way the Leafs can generate chances and put the puck in the net. And as we've seen, when you watch Tavares, when you watch Marner, you watch Matthews, these guys can't create space on their own. They don't have the foot speed a la McDavid, a la like some other guys, even some guys on Florida, the UC that penetrate the neutral zone. The only guy that's got the foot speed to push defenders back and gain entry is the softest player in hockey, and that's Willie, right? So can't win. You can't win unless you get 6 power plays a game. They look so talented when they're 5-on-4, 6-on-4, and there's open ice. But when there's no open ice, the Leafs shrivel up, and we shrivel up too.
And you know what?
Need I say more? So just wrap the show, man. Let's just forget about it. Let's just go.
All right, you want to go? Go. I know you have a great game tomorrow, so best of luck with the Eastern football.
Because Taylor's on here, I'll spread a little more of my wisdom if necessary. I'll jump in periodically.
Now, there's a reason why it took them 19 years to get to the second round. They don't want to play in the second round. Look how they're playing in the second round. All right, if I'm Tannenbaum right now, how do you keep Dubas? How do you keep Sheldon Keith? How do you keep the core 4? Like, unbelievable. You have right now, like Billy said a couple games ago, you have on paper the best team in the Eastern Conference. There's no reason on paper that they shouldn't go to the Stanley Cup.
Well, you just said, Joe, you just said why they would keep Dubas. If on paper he's done his job, then it's the players that have not shown up in this series.
On paper, we win 649 every day.
No, but how does a GM get what he brings in? He brought in what was needed. You have to now look at the players not doing the job, and is it Keith's game plan that is not the proper game plan? That's what you might have to look at. Is he not getting these guys right? Like game 3, if you lose, you're pretty much done. And they come out with an effort like that was pretty disgusting, if you ask me. Like there's no way.
Hold on. What game were you watching? Maybe let's give a little credit to Florida.
Billy, they had 4 shots.
All right, Florida had 6.
So don't say, no, but
on, man. Florida, we got, before we jump on.
Listen, Billy,
let me get a word in?
Florida can afford to lay back. They're up 2-0. The Leafs cannot just fire 4 shots. The Leafs cannot come out in overtime and ice the puck times.
They got 4 shots on goal. Florida got 7. They come out with a 1-0 lead. Give a little credit to the Panthers because, frankly, hold on now.
Look at Matthews. Look
I
at
said,
Marner.
give a little
Look
credit
at
to the
Tavares.
Panthers.
Look
Give
at
a
O'Reilly.
little credit.
Forget it, Bill. You're not going to listen.
There's
No, I'm
I
listening.
don't
You
even
got your
listen,
top
Billy,
5
Billy.
guys had
This
7
is Maple
shots
Leafs
tonight.
forever. Who the
7
hell cares
shots.
about the Panthers? They got a good coach. They have players that shouldn't be on this. When you, again, paper by paper, is Matthews better than any player they have in Florida? Is Marner better than any player in But they're still up 3-0. God damn, this team sucks, man. Why do I do a show here?
Man,
Why?
the number one quote is hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work,
Exactly.
right? And you could just see, and like it was questions like, oh, like is there injuries? Like Matthews is sort of down on the bench, but they're not working hard. Like
No,
even
he-
like on the
It's
puck, off the
easy.
puck.
Hold on, Taylor. Hold on. It's easy for us to say they're not working hard. You obviously results if the game goes 3-2 the other way, we have a different take. So I would question the work
In the
ethic.
first
I
round,
just hold
the
on.
Maple Leafs outworked Tampa. In the
Hold
first
on.
round,
Hold
the
on.
Maple Leafs outworked
In
Tampa.
this game, if you were looking at a straight work effort, okay, Florida carried most of the play. Probably Florida's the better team, but here's what I'll tell you. It's not about effort. It's about the fact that the Leafs and their core guys don't have the skill, the speed rather, to back defenders off. They just don't have that. The Leafs play good when they got time and space. Florida's taken all that space away. You watch Mitchie doesn't have more than 1 second to move with the puck. He's got 2 guys on him. So that's coaching, man. You take away the other team's best players. You don't take penalties. If I told you guys today, for example, that Florida would take 0 penalties, what would you say the chances are of a Leaf victory? Probably 10%?
No, I would say the NHL's paying off the referees. It's scripted like NFL.
Hey,
All right?
let's not get carried away. Florida only had 2 power plays, and they were both
it's 2-0.
well-deserved.
2-0.
The Leafs should have had a 3rd and a 4th power play called against them as well, and the ref ate his whistle. Florida just, what, you can say whatever you want. Florida just was a better team, plain and simple, and they just got better guys.
Florida is a better team than the Maple Leafs. So Boston is a better team than the Maple Leafs. So Tampa the last 2 years are better. Montreal is a better team than the Maple Leafs. Who else? Columbus is I'm going through the whole Eastern Conference.
So,
I'm
Billy,
going through
on
the
paper,
whole Eastern Conference.
on paper, who's better, Florida or Toronto?
On paper?
Yeah.
After what I've seen, Toronto's
No,
still
Why
better.
that paper?
Wait,
Why
hold on.
that
On
paper
paper.
away?
On
But
paper.
here's the difference.
No.
Can
Answer
I
the
jump
question.
in?
Simple question.
Toronto,
better
but let
on
me
paper?
jump in. Here's what Florida has that Toronto doesn't. A guy like Sam Bennett, a guy
That's a
that's
simple
got
question. I
speed
didn't care
and
about
is a
Bennett.
bruising guy. A power forward like Kachuk. The Leafs have 0 of those guys that can put the puck in the net.
Who is better on paper, Leafs or Florida?
I just told you, you're not listening.
You didn't say anything. You gave me Sam Bennett.
I told you that the Leafs are better on paper, but
Okay, then. So we'll go back to Taylor's comment then. They got outworked.
No, they didn't, man.
They
Yes,
got
they did.
outworked.
They don't know how to play the right transition game, right? Hockey's all about mistakes in capitalizing. And if you create a turnover, you go the other way. What are you going to do off that turnover? Right? And you're saying Mitch. Okay. Obviously gets the puck, Kate, has that turnover. There's 2 guys on him. There's a reason why there's 2 guys all of a sudden on them, because Florida knows how to coverage that.
Yeah.
And 2, the Leafs don't know how to support that, right? Where's the support? Do they need to move the puck right away? Do they need to skate off the boards or something? Do they need to play like the puck far? Do they need to play a little bit more close coverage? They don't know how to do that. And Florida knows how to operate at the speed they are. They could play fast, they could play slow, but they know how to support, right? And that's the issue that the Leafs have.
So
Let me ask you a different question, Taylor, off topic. How's the Greek's hair today?
Enough. I'm going to put him in the penalty box here. I'm going to put this guy in the penalty box. You see what mood I'm in. But you guys are all wrong. In 1942, when the Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup, Norm Rumack born, birthday week this week. All right. The Maple Leafs came back from a 3-0 deficit. Marty Roberts, I'll start off with you. This year, 2023, the Maple Leafs are down in the second round, 3-0. Read the scroll. It even tells you in case Billy doesn't know. Do you believe that the Maple Leafs are going to come back and win 1 game?
No.
Taylor Woods, the only professional hockey player to win a championship in Toronto since 1967. The Marlies are not a professional Marlies are not a professional team. They're a farm team. So, Taylor Woods, are the Maple Leafs going to forget about win the series, win one game, game 4?
I really hope so. Like, there's a
No,
fight
no,
for
no
the
hope.
ass right
I
now.
want to know yes or no. No hope.
Uh,
I hope I win 649.
I hope they
up every
better.
day.
They
I wanna
better.
know.
Yeah, but I think they're just gonna lose at home. So I don't know what's worse.
Oh, lose at home. So you mean they're going to win game 4?
Yeah,
on,
but I
hold
don't know
on,
what's
Joe.
worse. Do you want to lose
Let's-
game 4 or do you want to lose at home?
Let's suppose for argument's sake, they won tonight and they went 2-1, new series, everything's in, and then Florida
No, I
comes
don't want to
back.
suppose because
No,
they didn't. Stop
you-
dreaming.
Listen, man, why don't you just first of all, you're a little bit, you know what, your blood pressure, relax.
54 years.
Listen, all you have to do, trust me, and with Wall being in from the beginning of the game, settle down. The Leafs come back. The Leafs come back not only in game 4, but in game 5, and they take it back to game 6 in Florida. And game 6 will be decided in overtime. I don't know which way it'll go. So it's going 6 games. Toronto is gonna do a little something. They're gonna do a little something. They're gonna surprise you, Joe. They're gonna give you, before they step on your hearts, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna give you a little hope first. That's the way
They already
this sport is
stepped
gonna
on the
be.
hearts.
Listen.
Didn't step on them yet,
The
Marty.
honest truth is,
Marty, what about the 2004 Boston Red Sox, Marty? You don't remember that, pal? Against the mighty New York
Stop
Yankees?
talking about baseball. We'll talk about baseball later.
Eh?
We got a professional hockey champion on here. All right, Billy? Get with the program here. All right.
How about
Even
Seattle
if
with
you're
the Bulls
even
when they were
if-
down
Even if
3-0?
you're right, they win game 4. Even if you're right. Okay? That means, but use your calculation, they're still down 3-1. Even if they win game 5 here at the Scotiabank Arena, they're down 3-2. You yourself even said they're going to go to game 6, and you don't know what's going to happen. You want to know what's going to happen?
You want more than that?
You
want
want
more than-
You said they're going to go to overtime, but you did not say they're going to win.
I
Say
told
they're
you.
going to win. Show some of the
Hey,
great balls that you have.
You know, Billy came on. He said the whole being married for 40 years and I want to be divorced. Now he's gone back like he is. He wants to go back to his sweetheart and say, "Hey, we're gonna go 6 games now."
All right. So here, I'll start off with Taylor because it seems like not only is she's the only professional hockey champion in Toronto, she has a
Joe,
little
we
bit
can't
of
see your whole head in the screen, man. Bend down
It doesn't
a little.
matter. Head, no head, whatever. I don't care. Don't start with me. Taylor, what do they have to do in game 4 to even come close to winning?
Well, they're in a do or die situation now, so just play a little bit more desperate. Desperate, I think, all around, and I think that's
Why
individual.
didn't they play desperate tonight? They played desperate every game against Tampa to get out of the first round, but everybody was talking about, they're out of the first round. The monkeys off their back. The Greek, watch them go to the Stanley Cup. They're monkeys off their back.
Well, even, okay, like O'Reilly, right? Playing that puck back, and I know, like, that's a common play that they've done, but it's just like, where's O'Reilly been? Like, where's his confidence? Where's his grit coming through? It's shown a little bit, but he's supposed to be a little bit of a bigger presence, and maybe that's more coaching and management, or that's just sort of what they do day to day, like between practices and games. Bunting, right? You know, Bunting's been muzzled. He needs to come out a little bit more. Their fourth line's doing their fourth line stuff, but okay, like their defense, okay, what can you do? Okay, we're still having high hopes for Morgan Riley coming through, and he's been solid with 8 games, or 8-game playoff or point streak coming through, but you just need more grit and desperation, and that goes through all individually.
Yeah, you mentioned Bunting, all right? Who in the blue hell, like the Greek says, from the Maple Leafs team has told them, doesn't matter if they nail you, if they put you on the ice, do not come back and throw an elbow, throw whatever. You absolutely should be fired faster than you could spell Maple Leafs. Bunting is getting ridden all the time, and you could see he wants to go at it. He wants to go, and somebody, maybe Sheldon Keefe, maybe somebody above, told him, do not do anything. If I'm Luke Shen, if I'm going down 4-0 or maybe 3-1 or whatever, I slash this Bennett across the legs. I don't care if I get a next game suspension. Show who's boss.
That's
I
some
may
poor
out 4
sport.
games in a row.
Whoa, that's some poor sportsmanship, Joe.
No,
Violence?
you're going to talk
Intentional
about
violence?
sportsmanship. You're going to talk about sports. If you're down 6-0 tomorrow, I guarantee you're telling the pitcher to throw at the guy.
Joseph, what's your address? I just want to make sure I have 911 dialed in because you're going to have yourself a serious heart attack here if you don't relax.
Thank you for your concern, Marty.
All right, I'm just concerned about you, Joseph. That's all.
And I care about your family also. Sorry to your brother, Jamie. I know I'm breaking his ears and all that, but Jamie, is he a Maple Leaf fan? Is he a Maple Leaf fan?
He is a Maple Leaf. Well, he's more of a Las Vegas fan than he is a Maple Leaf fan.
First of all, let me ask you a question, man. How does anybody in Toronto, right, that's never been to Las Vegas, I don't think Jamie's ever been there. Am I right? How does a guy from Toronto and his favorite, like, you can understand that these Roberts guys are not all there, man. Like, explain to me the logic how a guy from Toronto, Barrie, Ontario, can be a Las Vegas Knights fan.
It's probably the exact same way as the guy who can't skate likes the Leafs.
Stop sticking up for your baby brother, buddy, man. I'm calling him out. Yeah, Vegas is in the franchise in the league 3 years, and this guy's a Golden Knight fan. No kidding, man. What? Yeah, man.
Well, someone has to be.
I got news for you. Hold on, Billy. You said they're in the league for 3 years. They went to the freaking Stanley Cup! They went to the freaking Stanley Cup in 3 years! And they're in the second round! They won 1 game in the second round this year!
Joseph, breathe.
This guy's pissing me off!
Listen.
He pisses me off like Sheldon Keefe! He's pissing me off like...
Here's the problem, Joe.
Wait, hold on!
You gotta regain your composure.
I'm already in the press box. You see I'm in the press box. Dubas, here, I'm taking off my glasses. Why don't you scream at the Florida Panthers fans like you did with the Tampa Bay fans? For Christ's sakes, do something with your team or get the hell out of Toronto. All right, Billy, go ahead.
You know what? You got it. Now here's the your back's against the hold on. Your backs are against the wall here. You know, obviously it's not the position.
You're gonna give me the cliches. I got a professional hockey player here.
Hold on. You gotta right now. You gotta take her 1 game at a time. You know, you gotta get the boys in the room.
Oh, the cliches. Here come the cliches.
You gotta get the boys in the room. You gotta put this one behind you. All you gotta do is win 1 hockey game and then you move forward.
Shift by shift.
You just gotta get the puck down low, baby. You gotta work the boards.
Take off your pants and stop getting screwed up the ass. Get out of here.
You gotta work the boards, Joe. You gotta get the puck down low.
Work Dubas. Enough with you. All right, Taylor. What do you see here?
all that's correct, and it's just desperation. Like, I'm thinking last year, game 1 and game 2 of how many hits Matthews threw, and then how many hits has he thrown, even this series. Probably like 1, maybe 2. It's just very, very sad hockey, and they've sort of just been rolling through the last 8 games.
The Greek who's always full of life, he's like, something has happened. He has given me adrenaline like a Greek here. All right, Marty, you gotta chime in here. Say something. You got a word in edgewise or what?
I told you already. I just got 911 dialed on my phone. I'm waiting because I can't be interrupted by watching you pass out and then dialing that last one.
I'm not passing out.
Dr. Bruce Benner, relax.
I'm older than Biddy. I'm 49 years. 49 years of watching.
You look 60 today.
This crap upon crap upon crap. Oh, wait till next year. We got.
What? Hold on, Joe. Joe, hold on. But you also got to understand, because the Shanny plan, maybe you got a little delayed. Maybe it's going to be next year. You know, the boys are going to get a little more experience.
He's trying to put me more over the top here.
You're going to get a little more experience. You're going to come back hungry till next year.
Don't start with me.
You're going to do this for 80 games again next year, every day. You're going to come back hungry.
Greek is right. At least we have the Blue Jays coming off a 4-game sweep to the Boston Red Sox. They sweep away the Pittsburgh Pirates, all right? The Blue Jays. Taylor, you're excited about the Blue Jays?
Yeah, they played a good game. I saw the last couple innings there, so very lively. Had a few more home runs. What did it end up 10-1?
What do you think? I'll take all the Blue Jays players and put them in skates and put them in a Maple Leaf uniform. Hell, they can't be worse than the Maple Leafs. For 60 years, we never see a Stanley Cup. And for your matter,
it's not over the series, Joe. Have
It's not
faith
over.
in the
It's not
boys
over.
in blue.
So, Billy, you said if you're married for 40 years, be married for 4 days. Then we'll talk if it's over or not. All right?
Are you saying, Joseph, are you coming on this is on Mometu, right?
Yes,
Again?
we're on the Mometu network.
Are you telling the Mometu Nation this series is over?
I'm saying I still have hope. I still have hope. I still hold on. I have hope for next year. I have hope for next year.
You have hope.
And when the series started and when the playoffs started, everybody had a sign, and your buddy Frito Lay was the number one on it, right? I'm ready to be heartbroken again. Everybody's seen that sign, right, Taylor? Everybody's seen break my heart again. Well, who made up that sign? You know, me and Celine Dion are tight. My heart will go on. It doesn't matter if the Maple Leafs win or lose. My heart will go on. Well, I'll be like I'm watching the Titanic every year. All right, every year we're watching the Titanic. You could, fix up the holes and everything like that. You get McCabe, you get Tavares, you got $11 million for Tavares, who doesn't play on the ice in overtime. And Mitch Marner, $10 million for Mitch Marner. Does he play in overtime? Austin Matthews, the key to Austin Matthews today, he got shot with a puck in his arm. Oh, I can't play. He should be like Kelly Gruber on the disabled list for 3 years. Get him, go to Arizona. Give me 6 good players. Give me 6 good Kachucks. I'll play with 6 good Kachucks, and Maple Leafs will play with 20 guys. Enough. Billy, go ahead.
I gotta tell you, Joseph, that I'm a little surprised by your obvious level of pessimism and disappointment. Again, it's a long series, right? Yeah. It's a 7-game series, Joe.
Are you betting? Are you ready to put your millions and millions of Canadian Tire dollars?
Hold on, I'll tell you this. Obviously, rare. You'd have to go back. You have to go back probably to 1975 for a 4-0 in hockey. It's rare, but if it's ever going to happen, this is the perfect scenario for things like that to happen when the much higher seed is the one trailing 3-0. Right, coming into the series, the Leafs were heavy favorites. So obviously, 3 games later, the whole world's turned. But if it were to ever happen, this is the scenario would be under where the heavy favorite is down 3-0, and they get. All you got to do, really, you got to beat 8th seeded team, right? They beat you 3 in a row. You got to beat them 4 times in a row, 60 minutes a time, baby.
It could happen.
Yeah. You know what?
You could get married too. It could happen.
Really, when you think about it, like really, to beat the Florida Panthers 4 times in a row for 60 minutes is not impossible. It's not. To me, it's even.
They won't beat them 4 times in a row next year. 2 this year, 2 next year.
Listen,
come on. Are you really telling me? Are you?
Yes, believe
your
me.
Hair. Make sure your hair is good. All right, like touch your head and all that. All right.
How's the light today? By the way,
maybe you lost the brain
How's
cell.
the light?
Are you telling me right now? Are you going on the Mometu network where millions and millions, even Marty Roberts, went on and checked it out and everything like that? We're also on Roku, Amazon Fire TV.
Leafs in 7. Yes.
So you're going? No, wait. I gotta hold on here. I'm gonna call the producer. Give me your prediction here for the Maple Leafs Florida Panthers series.
I'm not used to these close-ups, man. God damn, I've aged, man. I used to be put that camera away from me already. Leafs are gonna come back, and you know what? Just as everybody's counted them out, adversity builds character, and you can't have more adversity than being down 3-0 against the Florida Panthers. All you got to do is win 1. Bring it back to your barn. And at 3-1, if it was a different thing, we'd say at 3-1, you still got a series. Teams have been known to come back from 3-1 plenty of times. We saw it in round 1. We saw it all over the place. Teams can come back from 3-1. You just got to get that monkey off your back and get that 1 win. And there's a chance with Wall starting that he can be the difference.
Sheldon Keith has just come on and said, if Samsonov can't play, he will play.
Well, again, for me, I think he was the best Leaf on the ice actually from the time he came in there. The second goal, you can't really blame him, right? Yeah, off the guy's back end and in the net, and then the OT goal obviously was a great play by the Florida guy behind the net. Man, those hands were quick, and that's all you need. You need a quick move in overtime, and you need a quickness, man. And to me, the Leafs look slow everywhere on the ice. They just slow, except for Lafferty, a little bit of Kempf, and
the fourth line. You're talking about the fourth line.
Yeah,
fourth
and
line
again,
saved
I'm
them.
telling you how important, and Taylor can attest how important skating and foot speed is, and quickness. And the Leafs didn't show none of that. For me, did you guys look? Tavares looked to me like a below-average skater. Matthews doesn't look quick at all. Marner's lost his jump, right? The only guy with jump on this team when he's got the puck that backs guys off is Willie. But unfortunately, as I said off the top, he's as soft a human being as has ever been made. He's like Jamie Roberts soft, if you know what I'm saying.
All right. So he has to bring in Marty there. Marty, you want to defend your, I don't know if it's your bigger or smaller brother, but go ahead.
Well, he is my smaller brother, but also my bigger brother, if that makes sense.
Yes.
He did make on social media, Marty. The reason I'm doing this, he did take a couple of swipes at me on social media, but unfortunately, he can go on the keyboard, man. I can go to millions of people, so be careful who you go to war
so
with,
next game,
little Jamie.
Marty, can you make sure that we replace the Greek with Jamie Roberts?
Sure, I could make sure of that. I could tell him to come on.
At least he has one win in the second round with Vegas.
Yeah, his Vegas Golden Knights. His.
All right. So I have now
50-year fan of the franchise.
Hold on.
Who were the Knights before they were the Knights, man? Did they come from somewhere else? Maybe it was
yeah, they came from somewhere else. All right. They came from the Florida Panthers. All right. So it's that time in the show where every show I have to ask Taylor a question. All right. Marty Roberts knows the question. Taylor, I'm going to zoom in on Taylor now here.
Oh, great.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
First of all, Taylor, I have to ask this question. How's your new car doing?
I drive it. I pick it up on Tuesday. So it's doing good.
All right. So let's get the shenanigans out of the way. All right. Tuesday, you get the new car.
Mm-hmm.
Do you sign, or are you in the midst of signing, or are you any closer to signing a contract for the PHF?
No.
How about for the PWHPA?
No.
How about for the Toronto Maple Leafs because they need help?
If they called me, then sure, I'll go down to Florida.
Can you play baseball? I'll get you a job at the East York Bulldogs.
I do, yeah.
All right, Mark, hold on here. I'm gonna take you off here. All right, Billy, you're the manager. You need what position do you play, Taylor?
Catcher, shortstop, or outfield.
All right, go ahead, Billy. I'll let you do the negotiations.
Baseball, let me ask you. So you're picking up this new ride Tuesday? Am I correct, Taylor?
Yep.
What kind of ride?
Ford Bronco.
Do you have any plans on like who you're gonna your crew of people that you're gonna take for spins?
I don't. If like it has some seats in it, so and the stereo system's pretty good. So
is there like a possibility I can hang out the passenger side a little bit? The two of us? Is there a small chance?
Yeah, I could put your name on the list.
Can I smoke in the car? I smoke in there?
No.
Oh yeah. How about if I roll down the window? Be fair.
No.
Okay.
Hold on. But Taylor, you're not sure. This guy is the manager of the East York Bulldogs, the number one team in baseball in Toronto for the last 3 years. He for baseball, he alliterates Carl Dubas. All right.
No. You know what here's what I am. I'm an example to the young men that I coach of integrity, compassion, living the right way, doing the right things. I'm more than a baseball coach. I'm in essence what I am is a role model that they can look up to and aspire to be as they mature into their more formidable years. So again, in baseball, separate, and and again, kind of like they call me the Greek Sparky a little bit, man. Hey, Roberts, you're rolling your eyes.
You do smoke like him.
Hold on, you've seen me in action, man. On the bench there in your time. Do you got any negative things to say about the?
He's got a lot. This is only a 20-minute show.
There's no one that smokes a cigarette like you down the end of the bench. No one. Not even Sparky Anderson.
Wait, hold on. Are you telling me he smokes during the game?
No, he goes down the end of the bench.
I had one last year in the dugout. I lost my mind.
And he complains about Charlie Manuel or your little guy Charlie complaining about sunflower seeds. Come on.
Hold on, but here's the deal, man. you know what, since this society went on the woke side, once upon a time, you can have like a smoke, where to, like Jimmy Leland in the dugout, you can smoke in your doctor's office. Don't forget that, man. I'm a throwback, baby. I'm a throwback, Double J.
All right, throwback. All right, so I'm gonna throw it back to Taylor. All right, I'm not gonna ask you anymore about your contract situation. All right, I'm not gonna
Until
ask
next
you,
show. Until next show.
until next show. And is the next show the last show of the year for Maple Leafs Forever, Taylor? We'll start with you. Wednesday, by the way, Wednesday is Game 4, 7 p.m. in Florida.
I hope not, but I don't think it will. I think it'll go Game 5, and then they'll just blow it up at home.
So she's saying Florida will win in 5 games. Marty Roberts, what do you say?
Oh, man. I'm going to say that the Leafs come out on Wednesday with nice tans after having 2 days off hanging at the beach and pull out a 3-1 victory versus Florida. That's what I say. They will head back to Toronto, where they will in turn win that game as well. They will then go back to Florida and lose 7-0 in Game 6.
And hold on. When they go to Game 6 and lose 7-0, who's in net for them?
Matt Murray.
I knew that's what I set it up as. All right. No, now everybody wants to hear from the Greek. Make sure your hair is good.
Here, Joe. Here's the one thing, though.
Oh, are you gonna always be interrupting me when I come on here?
Yes, always. If Samsonov is healthy, and if Keefe wants to go to Wall now, it's off his shoulders now. He's let him go in. The kid played pretty good, so now there's no pressure on. If we lose, we lost because of Wall.
Number one, I don't believe he's going. I predicted Justin Hall in Game 3, and I'm telling you this right now. Game 4, Samsonov is starting. Game 4, Samsonov is starting. All right, we're going to the number 1 prognosticator in the world for NFL.
You got the Apacas there, Billy?
Yes, the Pacas. Even I spoke to Paca. He's telling me, for the Kentucky Derby, I should have bet that 15-1 shot.
Hey, Javier Castellano on the 8-horse. What I told it to you. I told it to all national TV.
I'm giving you your props. Relax.
You said first of all, you said the 16 hole, but we'll go with half of that.
16 times divided by 2, pal.
Yeah, see, he's good in math also. All right. So Greek, go ahead for Wednesday.
I'm not here to talk about one game, man. I'm here to let you guys know that a miracle is ready to happen, baby. That the Leafs and the 55-year curse, or however long it's been for the Cup, ends this year, and it ends after one of the most miraculous comebacks in the second round. Leafs in 7 beat the Florida Panthers. I called the Leafs to sweep, so that would mean they'd have to win 4 in a row, right? So you know what? I'm calling the Leafs to sweep again. How's that, man? And you know what, Joe? Hold on. Mark this little piece here, because Taylor's kind of, I don't know, she's smirking. Marty's falling asleep. He's about 80 years old. He shouldn't even be on TV at this hour.
I'm trying to wonder, a guy should not.
Hold on. I'm talking. The people want to hear what I got to say. Keep it down. All right. You're just good for a preview once every 2 months. And if you keep talking, you're going to lose that privilege too. Joe, please mark this minute, this little montage, and play it in about a week.
38-40, Joe.
When the Leafs win in 7 games. I want some credit for once, Joe. Around here and on the Fired Up Network.
He's convincing me. I can never doubt Sheldon Keefe. I can never doubt Carl Dubas. I will never doubt William Nylander, Justin Hall, McCabe. You know what? He's right. He came on here and said the Maple Leafs will sweep. They are going to sweep. And not only are they going to sweep, they will never lose a game in 2024 because their season is over. Over. That's it. All right? Now, talk about Carolina, New Jersey.
Carolina, what? There was other hockey? What happened?
I'll start off with Green. Be quiet. I'll start off with Marty in this one. 8-4. Carolina losing to New Jersey. First game in New Jersey. Go ahead. Carolina still leading 2-1. Marty Roberts, start us off.
Yeah, New Jersey came out flying tonight, right? 8-4. How can you say that? They went back home. Hughes scored a couple goals, first star of the game. That's what they needed. Now, can they win the next one and take it back to Carolina all squared up? They might be able to. Freddie didn't look very good today. So, New Jersey could win this next one, take it back to Carolina all tied up.
All right, so I'll go to Greek then, Taylor, but I have a question for the Greek.
Ask the
Frederick
question.
Anderson, if he was in goal for the Maple Leafs, okay, would Maple Leafs be down 3-0?
No, because they would have probably lost to Tampa in the first round. So Freddie's doing great. Here's what I would say about New Jersey, and again, here's what from what I'm watching so far in the playoffs. Here's what I noticed in teams that create offense. They got elite skaters. They got elite of the 99th percentile skaters in the league. Like, you take a look at the difference between a guy like McDavid and Matthews, who last year at certain points in time, some idiots in this city were comparing the two of them, right? And you just take a look at, like, when you said Hughes, Marty, that guy's got elite skating. He can create room. There's nobody on the Buds that can do that, man. And that's the problem. There's nobody that can do that. And again, therein lies the issue. So you look at it two ways. There's nobody that can do that, Marty. And there's also no guys like Kachuk, like Bennett, that are power forwards. So you got no elite skaters, and you got no power forwards, and you had no power plays.
But you were still picking to win the Stanley Cup.
Absolutely, baby.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All
Does
right,
that make
move on.
sense?
No, fully.
So, hold on.
First of all, hold on, Joe. 1 second. Marty, the difference between you and me, right? With all due respect, you're a great guy.
You have more shoes than me. Yes, you're right.
Forget the shoes. I'm an unorthodox individual, Marty.
No,
I have my own methods to get to the bottom line, and history would suggest that I'm smarter than pretty much anybody that watches this, especially in Barrie, man, where you guys are I've been to that town, and like the collective IQ of that town is not even like, if you put all the people together in one room, man, you guys couldn't change a light bulb. I don't know what you would do. I can't believe, frankly, that you guys went to universities, man, and it's unbelievable, Marty Roberts. It's unbelievable to me. It's unbelievable.
Marty, before I go to Taylor, do you want to chime in here? Because we got Pure Roberts agreeing with Billy.
Who?
My man, Jamie.
Pure Roberts. I will not mention the first name.
Well, who mention the first name? Come on, let Marty have it.
Go ahead, Marty. Chime in there.
Well, no, Billy came up to Barrie a couple years ago to watch an inter-county baseball game, and ever since then, his poster has been on the sign on the 400 that if seen, please do not feed the wild animals, and that's what it says on the thing. So you're no longer allowed here because no one prefers you to be out of town.
Pure Roberts has changed her mind and is agreeing with Marty now. So Taylor, all right, let's get back here. First of all, I'll start with Carolina, New Jersey here. Your thoughts on that game? And right now, Dallas and Seattle are tied up at no score, 10 minutes left in the first period.
0-0, Joe. 0-0.
No, that's soccer. You're not on soccer show. Thank God, man. You and oh my gosh, John Freeman Nelson will eat you alive. All right, go ahead,
Sure
Taylor.
you will.
Yeah, no, this is sort of just like New Jersey's round one, right? They blow the first games at home. I'm pretty sure 5-1, 5-1. Same thing here. They blow 5-1, and then they come back and they're just guns a-blazing. So I think they're just going to bring that youthfulness and entertainment into Game 4, and it's going to be tied 2-2 going into Game 5.
All right. So, and what about right now? Like I said, halfway through the first period, Seattle and Dallas. Your thoughts there? Are you surprised that Seattle's putting that much of a fight?
Yes and no. They're a little bit different. They have to rely on a lot of hard work, a lot of systems. Yeah, you know what? It was a shocker how they made it in. But yeah, they're staying together. They're playing to their team systems, and they're making the other teams just harder to play. So, and that's what you want to do. So, hey, if you could sort of, battle like the Florida Panthers have been doing, battle until something goes in. That's the game.
Marty, Greek has just texted me. He says, ask Marty Roberts' thoughts of the eventual Stanley Cup this year between Seattle and Florida. What do you think?
You know what's funny? I can't remember if it's like the next 2, 3, 4 years. I can't. But if the Leafs don't win a Stanley Cup at a time, their name is totally off the Stanley Cup.
Yes.
That is crazy. Like, it'll be up in the Hockey Hall of Fame, but it will no longer be on the cup.
In 2027. 2027.
Is that what it is? So that to me is quite insane. Seattle, Florida. I can't wait to watch that baby in the Stanley Cup final.
All right, that means Marty Roberts.
You guys are disparaging Florida like they're chopped liver. Last year's President Cup.
No, but you just said they were getting swept by the Leafs when we started this. So now you got to make up your mind.
Hold on, your mind, Marty. Can.
And by the way, now it makes sense as to why my wife was on your side. Then she said you lost her because you kept talking.
Listen, hold on. You got to give the club a little bit of credit. They beat a 150-point club. Obviously, they surprised the Leafs. Obviously, they play good hockey. And obviously, Maurice, as I mentioned, has got that team going. They just got hot. All you need to do is put a loss on their ledger, one game at a time, break them down one game at a time, freewheel with the speedsters like O'Reilly and Tavares. You mentioned put both those guys together as a speed race, man. Those two guys those guys look like they got pianos on their back, man. That's why you can't win. You can't get in on the forecheck. You can't turn the puck over when you're 2 steps slow, Marty Roberts. How do it doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you this. But here's what's going to happen. The Leafs are still going to sweep the pack.
All right, enough.
I gave them all the credit.
Look at even Taylor's shaking her head. Even Taylor's shaking her head.
Joe, remember I called Florida in 6, did I not?
Yeah, you wanted in 6. Yeah.
Yeah, I said Florida in 6.
I gotta chime in with Marty. Marty, can you get the whole Roberts clan on for Wednesday here with your brother, Pure Roberts and Tyler
it's
and everybody?
Not Pure. Prue. That's when you said sorry. Pure. I'm like, who is Pure Roberts?
All right, go ahead. I didn't see it good, but go ahead.
You gotta clean your glasses. You still got a little high blood pressure.
I'm still excited here. Go ahead. Can we get them on to replace the Greek and his irrational thinking?
We could, but I think my wife is a Leaf fan too a lot, so I think it wouldn't go very well if she was on there because she would say that they're still winning.
We need better help for the Maple Leafs, all right?
Taylor, need lots of help for the Maple Leafs.
I know you got to leave, so Taylor, tell everybody how they get a hold of you, and hopefully we'll see you on Wednesday for, guess what? Billy's saying a Maple Leaf win. Marty's saying a Maple Leaf win. I'm saying, God damn, better be a Maple Leaf win. Go ahead.
And I'm hopeful too. So
no, there's no hope. There's goddamn.
I guess there's passion, right? There's whatever
passion that unites us all. Remember, that's the slogan of the Maple Leafs. The passion that unites us all. And Greek has passion for his hair, so you got to give it there. So go ahead.
I'm on Twitter at Tay_Storm or at Instagram at TWoodsTraining.
Woodsy.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Holler, give me a call.
Taylor, what do you see to that comment?
She's speechless.
When I'm gonna get my car, I don't know. But
hold on. Taylor, who has better chance? Digit giving her digits, or you actually calling Billy?
I don't know if I can answer that. I don't know if there's a probability for that.
Hold on, before you answer, I'm gonna give you one of my famous poses. Hold on.
Minus the cigarette.
Hey, that's some serious business, hey kid. We're just kidding around with you, but I won't say no to a little cruise. Just for like friends, just for a Starbucks, my treat. Or you know what? My treat at Harvey's. I promise.
When he says, she already knows. When you say Starbucks by treat, that means Marty Roberts treating.
See you, Taylor.
Yeah, see you. Have a good one.
Thanks a lot. All right, so we're gonna be about 5-10 minutes. I gotta ask Billy here. What a game between his 76ers and Boston Celtics. James Harden playing like he did in game 1, 42 points. Last 3-minute three-pointer in the last minute. Also, got to give it to Boston. They 2 seconds, Smart hit the three-pointer, but it did not count. Go ahead, Billy.
If you watch haven't watched as much basketball as I have historically in the past. I've been turned off the game, but if you watch the last 5 minutes, that some unbelievable theater in terms of the back and forth nature. Philly down 5 with 1:30 left, come back to tie it at 105. You get a questionable offensive charge on Embiid, goes to replay, doesn't get overturned, and you got Tatum. Tatum almost got arrested by pushing off what's his name? Forget his name now. You push him off like this, sends him 10 feet away, hits a 3, no whistles. NBA is funny. But again, the Sixers in a back and forth game, man. And that was, like, honest to God, that was good theater. That was good theater, regardless of your rooting interests.
All right, and I'm just getting here
Tyrese Maxey's the guy.
Maxey,
Tyrese Maxey's the guy that Tatum pushed off on to get an open look with 20 seconds left to hit the three.
And believe it or not, we've got 5 seconds left in the second game, and Phoenix is tying up the series with Denver. They're leading 129-124. Your thoughts on this one? Because first 2 games, you never thought Phoenix would have a chance, but Booker last game 47 points, and let me see how many points he has tonight here. But go ahead, talk about that game, and it's final now, 129-124, and Kevin Durant 36 points, 11 boards, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block tonight.
In the NBA, as opposed to the NHL, pay attention, Jamie Roberts, before I give you I don't know about you. Unlike the NHL and his Las Vegas Knights, the home court in the NBA is paramount when it comes to determining series. At most, you're going to go into the other team's arena and win 1 game in a 7-game series, and you got away lucky. If you win 1 on the road, you're usually good. 2 is a miracle. Like, how many 7-game series do you see in the NBA where the road team wins 2 times? Very rarely. So again, everything to my mind is exactly how it should be. Philly, Boston tied up, going to the Garden, and Phoenix, Denver the same. Game 5 going back to Denver, and I can see Phoenix. Phoenix pulling a stunner there in Game 5. I can see that.
And just a side note there, I mentioned Kevin Durant, but Jokic, another game, 53 points tonight, 4 rebounds, 11 assists, 53 points, and they still lose.
I told you, one of the top 2 to 3 greatest Greek athletes that's playing in professional sports right now, Nikola Jokic. Shout out for the Greeks.
I'm not even touching that one. All right? I'm not going to touch that one. Even Marty Roberts would know the difference there. But we'll switch it to baseball. No, don't even start. All right? We'll switch it to baseball. Marty, I'll give you the floor here. You want to tell the Greek, because he went berserk like some guy did about 20 minutes ago about the Blue Jays when they lose 4 games in a row. Now they're winning 3 games. And go ahead. I'll give you the floor there. Go ahead.
Well, like I said then, baseball, lots of ball games, lots of peaks and valleys. You got to just make sure your valleys are not too long. And they did that. They came in they swept Pittsburgh. Now, Pittsburgh, yes, is still the Pirates are in the Central Division of the National League, but they have 20 wins. So you had to take them seriously. Kikuchi came in today and pitched into the 7th inning. Did what he was supposed to do. 5-0.
Why did he pitch brilliantly?
3-3-5.
Why did he pitch brilliantly?
You allowed no runs and walked 2 guys. That's pretty brilliant to me.
Hold on. Did he pitch? There's 2 ways to look at this, Marty Roberts. Work with me, kid. Smarten up. Let the Greek take you to the next level of thinking. So if Kikuchi was as effective as his numbers state, he would have had more than 5 swings and misses in a 7-inning outing. Is that right?
Why do you always relate everything back to in baseball? He's got to have swings and misses to be. Was Greg Maddux?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Answer my question. Was Greg Maddux?
You're not comparing Kikuchi to Maddux, though.
Look, was he one of the best pitchers ever?
Look.
My question.
Yes, he was.
Okay. So how many swings and misses do you think?
My East York Junior team could have pitched to that Pittsburgh lineup.
Ground ball guy. Right?
My club could have pitched to that Pittsburgh lineup. Did you hear me? My club could have held that Pittsburgh
lineup. All I gotta tell you is
runs.
you better start getting your ass off of that couch and walking a little bit so you can make it up to 400 when they get to 95 wins.
Listen, I'm telling you, you won the games you should have, but let's not get carried away. You saw the Blue Jay pitching staff, right? You saw the difference. Same guys. You saw Barrios, same guy, right? You saw Kikuchi pitch against a club in Boston that's deep 1 through 9, and then you see them in Pittsburgh. You want to pat them on the back.
So,
Hold on, I'm not finished my point.
Wait a second.
That Pittsburgh lineup, Marty.
You like picking
and
up
they have
stuff
injuries. They're the worst lineup in baseball.
Let the guy get the word edgewise.
Really,
Come on.
Joe?
You like picking your stuff to make your point more
That's
validating.
of course. That's what I do. I'm a magician.
I think before that stretch in Boston, the Jays starters had gone 7 straight games, allowing less than 2 runs.
Against who?
And going 6. Who were their
Against
7
who?
starts? Did they not take 2 out of 3 against the Yankees?
Okay.
Did they not take 2 out of 3 against Tampa Bay?
Yes.
Okay, so now because, we'll forget about that. We're going to go, Pittsburgh Pirates are not that good.
Did they
Pittsburgh
play the
Pirates
Tigers?
still have 20 wins. Pittsburgh Pirates still have 20 wins. Doesn't matter. So,
you saw that
like
lineup.
I said,
and Pittsburgh's still in first place.
Who cares? Yeah. Who cares? If you saw that lineup,
it doesn't boost up Billy's hatred towards the Jays, Joe. So that's why he doesn't care anymore.
I'm just telling you that's fool's gold when you bank and you talk about excellence.
Dude, I just finished telling you what they did 7 games before. The Jays staff was the best. Their bullpen was going really good.
Look,
name a starting staff in a bullpen. Look, Garrett Cole was going the best of all this season. Gives us 6 runs today against Tampa Bay. It happens to everyone. Once you get that out of your head, you will win an elimination tournament.
You're missing
you
the
will win an elimination tournament.
Look at the Blue Jay ERA and their quality starts. Even guys, look at all the quality.
7 straight games of quality starts.
But you're not listening, man. Let me make a point.
You're just trying to validate that you said
all right.
I'm trying to tell you.
I gotta be referee. All right, hold on, Greek. Hold on. Let the Greek get a word edgewise. Go ahead,
man. For once, because obviously it appears that my level of intelligence and depth and thought is far beyond Marty Roberts.
All right, I didn't say take cheap shots. Give your point.
That's how Billy makes his points. He's got to take cheap shots. He has nothing to back it. He'll just say
nothing
to
back it. Here's what
Go ahead.
That if you look at the Blue Jay pitching staff and you compare their numbers versus bottom feeding clubs, Kansas City's, St. Louis's, if you look at their numbers against bottom feeding clubs, and then you take a look at their numbers against teams with better than 500 records, you'll see a huge disparity in terms of Gausman, in terms of Kikuchi, in terms of Barrios. And the next 40 games you're playing, wise guy, are all teams playing above 550 baseball. So we will see. Don't be fooled by a 3-game sweep of a team that can't even beat the East York Bulldogs. That's all.
All right, hold on, Marty.
And everyone can beat the East York Bulldogs.
Oh yeah, bring it on, baby. Me and Dennis Bailey, baby.
Everybody knows Billy. Honestly, everybody knows the pitching coach in the East York Bulldogs. This is why you win. All right, that's the truth. Okay, that's the truth.
No, it's the pitching and his presence and the way he brings the guys together. He's a culture guy.
So you admit it's the pitching coach and everything.
It's the culture. It's not his brains. It's the way he chooses the seeds.
So he knows what he's talking about when it comes to your team. But he doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to the Blue Jays.
I didn't say that, Joe. I said he just has a skewed view that doesn't account for a variety of dimensions that come with an argument. Marty is what we like to refer to, us upper-level academians.
Yes.
What we like to refer to as a lower IQ individual. That's all. No.
He may not have a lower IQ. Well, what does that say for you? You're the coach of the East York Bulldogs, and you got a lower IQ pitching coach. What does that say for you?
Eh? What do you mean? But still, it's pretty high, man, compared to you.
What? The guy
just stop it.
All right, I'm taking.
Joe.
I'm not doing the show tomorrow.
Listen to me. It's the fumes from his shoes in the background that are making him speak like this. Like, look at all those shoes back there. No guy should have that many shoes on a shoe rack behind him. I'm sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. Look at all those shoes behind him. He has one for every day, and that might be the only thing in your closet, your shoe rack that still fits you is your shoes, because your feet don't grow over time.
That was a very hurtful and unnecessary cheap shot. Very hurtful, man.
Imagine that a guy with my IQ could come up with that.
Somebody, I guaranteed somebody's feeding your lines, man. Somebody's feeding you the lines, man.
How nervous Billy is that 95 wins is coming and he's got to get his fat ass to the gym.
if you played Pittsburgh, if you played in the Central, yeah, you might win 95. If you played that anemic lineup,
they took this series from Tampa. They took this series from the Yankees.
All right.
What else do you want them to do?
All right,
because they lost 4 games to Boston.
They didn't lose 4. They went in there to Fenway, and all their guys got steamrolled. All of them.
All right. So then they have a day off tomorrow. They open up a 3-game series in Philadelphia. Billy, do you think Philly is a right opposition? Didn't Philly go to the World Series last year?
Obviously, when you're talking about, even though they haven't come out with good starts, when you're talking about Nola and Wheeler, which they're going to draw, obviously Philadelphia is a step above in competition with Bryce Harper.
All right.
So obviously, yeah. What I'm telling you, Joe, and again, I don't want to rehash the point. But
you will.
Well, I have no choice. Here's what I'm telling you: do not be fooled by beating clubs like Tampa Bay.
Billy, I told you. Right on top of your head. There's a B. Look at Marty. Right? Tell him. There's a B right on
Tampa Bay's 27-7, right? Carney comes on here and he thinks that Tampa Bay's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But look at their schedule, man. Their schedule, they played cookies.
You got to play the games they're going to play tough teams. But right now...
So coming back to me then, I'm not talking about what happened today. Joe, I'm telling you what's going to happen a month from now. That's my job.
This is my job. The Blue Jays play the Phillies starting on Tuesday. Do you think that's harder opposition?
Who cares?
No, I'm asking. Do you think it's harder opposition?
I don't know, Joe. What kind of softball question is that? You sound like those
I'm
guys.
I'm not giving you a softball question. I'm saying if the Blue Jays win 2 out of 3 from Philadelphia.
They only play a 2-game series, pal. So
no, they play a 3-game.
Marty, set the kid straight.
I believe it's a 2-game series they have.
All right, 2-game series. I'm excited with the Maple Leafs there. But
no, I tried hard to agree with you, but I couldn't.
All right, you tried, Marty? You don't want to cross the boss, eh?
What if the Blue Jays sweep the series? What are you going to say then?
I'm telling you that
it's a long season. It doesn't matter.
I'm telling you, sweep or no sweep, what have you. The Blue Jays are a decent club. I'm still not convinced they're better than last year, and I won't be convinced. When I am convinced, because the argument can be made. I'm not convinced they're better than they were last year, not only as a team, but as an organization in total.
Now I understand. Hold on, this just came to me. That's why he wanted Taylor Woods to give him on the Bronco because he needed a ride to Barrie come October. Am I right or wrong,
I'm
Marty?
not going to Barrie in October. They're not winning 95. I don't put my foot in my mouth. I'm not stupid, man. You think I'm going to walk to Barrie? Come on, man. What do you think?
You just have a bet with him. So you admit you do not keep your word.
Baby, man, my word is like gold, man. But when I tell you that I know what a 95 win team looks like, and when I see the Blue Jays, I'm not looking at one, man. I've been watching ball for 40 years.
In the MLB, then it's
I'm not looking at a 95 win team there. And if you are, your vision skewed, man. That's not a 95 win team, buddy. Man, case closed. Plain and simple. It's not a 95 win team.
So then who's your 95 win team in the major leagues?
My 95 win team?
Yeah.
Kind of by the
Papa.
No, by the end of things, my 95 win team. Jeez, man. Maybe Baltimore?
Oh, good.
Maybe?
Yeah.
You know what? In the long haul, I think Baltimore's got a better club than Tampa Bay. And when you talk about position players, young guys, swing the bats, the only thing obviously Tampa Bay has is a little more depth in their starting pitching. They got those. Hold on, Joe. They got those 2 monsters, Marty, at the top in McClanahan and the other guy that pitched yesterday, forget his name. They got those 2 monsters. But if Baltimore's got a better lineup, would you not agree with me on that?
Probably wouldn't agree with you with that, but sure, we'll go with it just to prove your point.
What would you agree? I don't know. Does Baltimore have a better lineup than Pittsburgh?
Hey, who has who's in Baltimore's starting rotation that you can name?
Adley Rutschman.
Oh, yeah, he's in the starting rotation, is he?
Adley Rutschman. Adley Rutschman. MVP, buddy.
He's a catcher, not in the starting rotation.
Kearns.
So you're starting to sound like Norm Rumack.
Kearns.
You don't know anyone.
What are you talking about, man? Don't piss me off now, Marty. Don't make me have to show off because you know me, man. I don't like to do that kind of stuff.
I was impressed you pulled Baltimore out for 95 wins. I thought you were going to say Oakland.
You know what? This show's digressing, man, rather quickly, buddy, man. You do never insult the Greek like that on Mometu TV, pal, man. That comment is way, way below the belt, man. It's way below the belt.
Seattle has just scored, taking a 1-0 lead over Dallas. Jordan Eberle has scored the goal for Seattle. Also, the Greek, from what he says, Jokic.
Kyle Bradish.
Yeah, he's looking at now.
Kyle Gibson.
Gibson, I know. You're looking it all up. Come on.
Hold on, man. Grayson Rodriguez, the prospect, kid.
Hold on. A shoe is falling off his wall there. Look at that.
You come on here and you're telling the manager of the Bulldogs that he doesn't know any Baltimore Oriole players? How's that for you?
I did.
Grayson Rodriguez, pal.
You know,
Cy Young early favorite.
Hey, Joe, do you remember last week when Norm was on here, he said he couldn't name two Tampa Bay guys, and he named 2 Lows? Billy had to pull it up on his phone to check and see.
Yeah, sure I did, pal. There's absolutely no proof of that accusation.
Yeah.
There's no proof.
You look
got
down
no
and
proof.
type it.
Show your phone right now. Show your phone right now. What do you have on your phone right now?
Baseless accusations. Look.
Yeah, what? I can't see it. What is it? Now he changed it. Now he goes
right there. Right there, man. Nothing. I don't even. As a matter of fact, I don't even have my phone around me. It's
Billy, do you know who their closer is? Baltimore's closer?
The big guy that throws 102, that big mean monster.
I could say that about anyone, but what's
Batista, boy? How's that, Marty Roberts? Don't ever challenge the Greek again. Did I use my phone there too?
Yeah, you
Slip
did.
it, Marty. Huh? How do you like that? How do you like that, Marty? How do you like that, buddy? Does the crow taste good?
Close this out. I am not doing a show tomorrow, by the way, Marty, in case you're asking.
I'm going to give him a lob ball. Who's their outfield? What
do you mean? Cedric, the entertainer Mullins, center field?
Yeah.
Who's the other guy, Marty Roberts? The right-handed hitter. That
Santander would be one of them.
For 10 years.
Santander would be one. I already said it, so you can't now come out with it.
I don't even listen when you talk. Santander, and obviously the other guy that bats from the right side. I forget his name.
It's the other guy.
I forget. It's been a long day. I'm depressed with the Leafs. I don't remember now. Yeah. Batista, right? Closer, right? Give the Greek a little credit, man.
All right,
you thought you could hold on, Joe.
Marty, enough. I'm going to put you in the penalty box. I'm putting you in the penalty box.
It backfired on him. He thought he could have got that one.
It didn't backfire. Right. I let you have a softball. I gave it to you. I had to give you the loss.
Who's the Baltimore guy that used to be in the Blue Jay bullpen?
For who?
For Baltimore, big boy.
Who is it?
The candlestick maker. You ever heard of him? Baker. In the bullpen of the Baltimore Orioles, 8th inning guy used to be on the Blue Jays. Maybe you should watch some games before you come on Blue Jay Forever, pal.
I have an important question for you. How do people get a hold of you?
Who cares, man? Why would they get a hold of me?
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. All right. Marty Roberts, go ahead. Tell everybody how to reach you.
Look, we're not going nowhere. Me and Marty got beef on the Fired Up Network, Joe. We got beef.
There's no beef. You ate all the beef at Wendy's with last game.
Hold on. Let the people see my whole hair.
Where's the beef?
We got beef.
Hey, Joe. Old Lefty 22
at
Instagram,
Batista.com.
Twitter. Billy, I used to work at Foot Locker. Did you know that?
You really? Which one? In
Foot Locker.
Where in Malvern?
I never sold anyone as many shoes as I seen back there.
That's only one rack. I got another one on this side.
Like that's a lot of shoes.
Hold on.
Oh, we're pulling the Norm Rumack.
There's the other side.
Billy the Greek.
The palatial estates here.
Yeah, palatial estates. Go ahead, Billy.
Nah, man, let's not get carried away, man.
What are your favorite pair of shoes to wear, Billy?
What's that?
What are your favorite pair of shoes?
I go, like, usually out of the 200, I only wear about 4 or 5, really. The other are just there for just in case.
When do you wear the white leather penny loafers?
No, hold on, man. Let me bring them a little closer. Can I get up? I'm in my underwear. Should I get up?
Yeah, get up because somebody's
all right. On. Listen, ladies, please.
He's got Santa Claus red on. Look at those.
Now, only a real. Hold on.
The red underwear is for the Florida Panthers. You're a secret Florida Panther fan.
Hold on.
Florida Panther underwear.
Hold on. Look at this, man. Only a real chat man can wear these Double J, man. Take a look there, man. Custom made for the great one, the Greek. Anyways, little insight onto what goes on over
Marty,
here.
I gotta ask you. I saw those shoes when we were doing that Norm Rumack's palatial stage tour. Did you take them from Norm Rumack?
Hold on, pal. Let me look at the back. Oh, wait. Ooh, Gucci. Oh, ooh, wait, Gucci. Hold on.
Hey,
show it right now. Show it. It's Gucci.
Hold on. What's the other one? Oh, Prada. Ooh, Prada.
No. It also says from an honest Ed's bag, and that hasn't been around since 2004.
The Greek is
all right,
strictly,
Marty
man.
Roberts. Again, what's your social media again?
Oh, Lefty 22.
Billy, nobody cares about your social media, right?
They just,
and thank you to Taylor.
Hold on. I'm not done.
I'm done. Thanks for watching the Maple Leafs Forever.
Take us out with that song.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go.